We are live on YouTube.
You're live on YouTube. Okay. Okay.
So what will take your effort will ensure that we start on time. I think this extra anybody wants. No, no, anybody wants
All the kids. You haven't sent me on anything. Okay, let it be a candid one then.
What document? Right?
A lot of people have sugar.
Nothing.
Good point. That could work. You look so good.
Yes.
The star of the show.
You see the camera, how the impact it is taking.
Yeah.
This is the are you using it first time? No.
The backgrounds.
Okay.
Should we keep this background or the normal one?
Normal. Just enjoying the background. India, I think it looks like I'm the friend of Jesus coming.
It looks so good.
यार ये कहाँ जाएगा ये कौन? Any idea? ये तो हाँ this is what it is. Hey, how are you? Good. इधर से ना? I think तुम आगे भी करना.
हाँ यहाँ
तो लेकिन Could I help? Right. If तो when कराया क्या?
ऑफिसर
ठीक तो क्लिक करके देखो.
क्लिक करके ट्राई करो या फिर वहां से कर देना एनी
क्या? It's same thing, right?
दैट इज आल्सो एचटीएमएल
Same हो गया क्या ये?
दोनों
Wait, my right.
वहां पे
Wait. ये रहा. हाँ. अच्छा नीचे से हाँ. Yes. What yeah. So.
Oh generally
Yeah. Question. Thanks.
shit I'm not available I'll take that
I'm just saying, this is what I'm third for the next quote. At least last couple of weeks, yes,
I took it
better than what comes out. And once pregnant हो तो वही pension बनता है बाद में.
TT sure
कोई और है. तो समझ से. हाँ मिला super.
I'm just helping her out
Bang on time, never 29. She's at her native place. No, these are something.
so happy
दो हैक्स है थोड़ा सा टाइम नहीं होगा टाइम हो गया वन स्पीड and बताने हैं we have to we are using it and it helps us thanks for sharing let me see here to make up that yes then we can try just reminding you the break में करेंगे क्या आप लोग बैठे या फिर बैठे मास्टर्स में खत्म हो जाएगा बाबू के कुछ लोग केवल कमरे में बाबू ये चैनल so इसको ध्यान से चलेगा उसकी चीज का फीडबैक लेक है which they only evaluation. Last time you was very fine. Harsh for I said. Harsh for I. एक वो राइटिंग पैड डालते थे ना इस बार नहीं डाला एनिमेशन तो आपका ज़्यादा स्ट्रांग है नहीं it's not writing पैड नहीं डाला इस बार right so that idea which we were discussing no that everybody can write the feedback किसी के पास papers हैं तो if we can put it on all tables then we can ask them to share the notepad if they can give us the notepad वो last time was start on that issues So you are evaluating speech today? No. Okay. I am on the G role today. Chance of the evaluator. So I'll come here. I had a speech last week. Okay. Make it last week.
Hello everyone, good morning.
Hi Simran, hi Puneet.
Hi everyone.
All are looking beautiful today. The brightness is extra. I don't know why.
Yeah, bright. I think because of the lights maybe. This light is also on.
This camera is a bit dull. I think this one is really making.
Webcam is good.
Yeah, this is making a very good. See, isn't it? And that is being.
The background is blurred.
No.
Yeah, the background is little blurred.
That's how it is coming. So actually, that is how the foreground is coming so vibrant. Because if it doesn't make background a little light, the foreground will not
That's
be
why
vibrant.
the focus is better.
Right? For the foreground to be vibrant, the background has to be so. This has the setting. You see how it works now, right?
Yeah.
So the
That
camera is also that camera is also good. Don't take the sheen away. It's all because of Ashish. That camera is also good. Yeah, that camera is also good. Absolutely.
It's not about the camera, it's about Ashish.
Ashish is now radiating energy all around. I don't know.
Your friend? Hello.
Hello. My name is Gopal.
Gopal?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Coming for the first time?
Yeah.
Shall we start?
You sure, right?
Yes.
Online audience, can you confirm that I am loud and clear? Someone from the online audience?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Toastmasters, dear guests, a very good morning to you all. My name is Harsh, and I will be today's Sergeant at Arms for the meeting. I welcome you to the 489th meeting of Toastmaster Club, Eloquent Toastmaster Club, Gurgaon. Toastmaster meeting has an MRP, mission, rule, and passion. Mission of our Toastmaster Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in great self-confidence and personal growth. Rules are, please turn off your mobile phones or put them on silent mode. For that, I will give you 10 seconds. Time is over. As Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics in a derogatory manner. Please do not cross talk. For online audience, please put yourself on mute if you are not speaking. Turn off your video if you are stepping out of the meeting. This would help to avoid distraction for our speakers. Passion. Eloquent is fifth consecutive President Distinguished Club. Salute to the blood and sweat of members and who have worked tirelessly to make it happen. Thank you. I hope let's make the best of the meeting. Over to you, Mr.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harsh, for taking up the role last minute. And you did the wonderful job, always on time, always regular. So give a big round of applause. Online audience, could we please turn on the cameras? I would really appreciate that. Sagar, Cherish. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sagar. Cherish, could you please turn on the camera if it's comfortable to you?
Yeah, I would do that like after some time maybe.
All right. So thank you so much for joining, for taking out the time this Saturday morning. And we have so many new faces today. So we are thrilled to have you here. And thank you so much for taking out time and joining us Saturday morning, canceling your Friday night plans. We would love to know more about you. So please introduce yourself. I know few of the guests are joining us for the second or the third time. But since there are new members, so I would like you to introduce yourself again to the new members. All right, so let's start with the audience who are present here. So, would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure. Hi,
Do you want
everyone.
to come here?
Oh, sure. So, hi everyone. I'm Prithvi Raj. You can call me Prithvi or Raj if you want. So, yeah, maybe I'll start off by saying what I do, and then maybe I'll give a brief intro of where I'm from and what I do when I'm not working. So, I work as an assistant manager in American Express. I help American Express manage credit risk. So, what it essentially translates to is American Express is a company that deals with giving credit to people, right? So they need to know when to give credit and when not to give credit. That is credit risk, and that is where I step in. Yeah, that's enough about the work. Maybe I'll talk a bit about myself. I was born and brought up in a city called Tumkur. It's about 70 kilometers from Bangalore. So Tumkur is a place that is known for tamarind. It's the educational city of Karnataka. A bit about what I do when I'm not working. Uh, I am an artsy person. I like arts and craft. I like painting, sketching. I'm also into playing and following chess. Apart from that, I am a technical person. I like to read books, not so much on the fiction side, but maybe on the self-help and the technical aspects. That's about it. Yeah, thanks for listening.
Thank you so much for sharing a lot about yourself in the introduction. I love tamarind and I would love to, have it from your hometown if possible. Okay, so next we have to guest Gopal. Give a big round of applause to him.
Hi, my name is Gopal Gupta. So I am a data analyst at Bioenergy Research. So I work with all global clients by helping them using data platforms or analytics to go more toward what do you say? Like okay, so like helping them to go toward more renewable side, I would say, like from non-renewable to renewable side, and helping the clients like various multinational companies like Shell and different global companies to more toward what you say, energies. I don't remember the terms, I would say. So that about that work I do, and I am from Kolkata. So I have joined like this is my first session of Toastmaster, and I am very happy to see new faces. And my friend Hers invited me to this session, so I am very helpful for him. And I am from Kolkata, and I would say I am brought from like my native place is UP, and I shifted to Kolkata for my family reasons, and I'm stayed there for almost 20 years, I would say. So I that would be myself. Okay.
Thank you so much, Gopal. I think we all know now who is the go-to person if we want to enjoy Durga Puja and all done. Okay, so next we have guest Rajwinder. Rajwinder.
Yeah, please. So good morning, all of you. My name is Rajvardhan Singh. I am from Gurgaon. Basically, a college student pursuing BCA from JK Business School, and this is my third meeting, and I really enjoyed my past two meetings. So, if I talk about my hobbies, I have two hobbies. Mainly that I used to clean things, my bike and all, and other hobbies to just analyze things and which are some electronic devices and all. So yeah, that's about quick intro, and that's I said that I also enjoy that meeting also. Thank you.
Okay. Next, the last guest we have today is guest Cherish. So, guest Cherish, would you like to introduce yourself to the club? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you so much, Rashmi. So myself, Cherish Sharma. I am from Hatch. Hatch is an engineering company, and I'm part of their Hatch India Toastmaster Club, and I'm serving as VP Education there. And from Bhavna, I got to know about this club because she's also part of this club. And it's been the second time that I'm attending this club's meeting. And I'm looking forward to more such meetings and learning and growing in that process. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Cherish. So excited to have you here again.
Thank you.
Okay, so before we kick off the meeting, I would like to announce the Toastmaster of the month. So she's not present here, but she has given a lot to our club. She has actively participated and taken most of the bigger roles. So any guesses?
Maybe Lucha.
It's Toastmaster Pallavi. So she's not here. Hello, people are watching the recording. So audience are cheering for you. Thank you so much for all the contribution that you have made so far. And we would love to have you again in the club. And we want you to continue this journey with us so that we all can learn and grow together. So without further ado, let's invite our Toastmaster of the day. So before I call him on the stage, I would like to share a bit about him. So he is one of the seasoned Toastmasters, and he's not just an incredible speaker, but he's a great mentor. He has helped so many members of our club to grow and learn in this journey. He's always a go-to person, whether we want to discuss about a Toastmaster thing or beyond this public speaking thing. So I would like to help me give a big round of applause in inviting Toastmaster.
मेरा हो गया okay. Hi, I sometimes when Rashmi used so-called heavy words, I come under the weight of expectation. I hope I can stand up a little bit, not entirely, but so that stream.
My words don't do justice.
Heavy word. So today's theme is about Toastmaster Accelerator. And those of you who drive cars or bikes, you know how important is the role of accelerator, isn't it? Imagine that you have a car or a bike with only brake. Will it work? You really require the accelerator where you can zoom it up and enjoy the speed in your journey. Let me start with you. Let me start by sharing with you a small story. This story is of a man or a woman just like you and me. And that person, like, put yourself in their shoes, as if you are doing what I'm telling. So let's say you have written a book, and the title of that book is How to Change Your Life. How many copies it will sell? 100, 1,000, 5,000. If it's Rashmi or Dikshita, it might be a little more. If they are president or the standing president of the club, all of us will buy it. Yeah. But the next day you wake up and you read 1 million copies are sold. And you're wondering, is this, me, the writer? It's my first book. I'm an amateur writer. And 1 million copies are sold. And then when you go through, you realize there's a small mistake in the title printing that has happened, because of which those 1 million copies are sold. And that small mistake is, instead of printing How to Change Your Life, printing press printed How to Change Your Wife. So, imagine a smallish mistake.
Is that for real, Ashish?
You will have to tell, because you all were imagining. And if somebody has had this kind of experience already, I would love to hear that story in more detail than what I've shared. But yeah, so sometimes mistakes are good. Daag achhe hain, scars are beautiful as they, right? So sometimes the silly mistakes in life also leads to beautiful destination. Yes or no? Do you all agree with me?
Yeah.
Yes. And therefore, who knows? A small mistake of yours might also change your life. Oh. Today, we are not going to change your lives. We'll attempt to change your Toastmasters life by sharing and exchanging the tips and tricks. And these all tips and tricks are not coming from me. We have host of the people here. Those of us who have experienced Toastmaster already. They'll share their experiences. They'll share their 1 minute tips and tricks, which can help all of us to accelerate our life. Press that accelerator, press the gas, and have a faster journey of growth in Toastmaster. Isn't it amazing? Yes. Isn't it amazing?
Yes.
All right. So, on that note, I want all of you to give me your full energy. Those online, may I request you to turn on your camera wherever and whenever you can. And I still appreciate that those of you who would have skipped the meeting easily, you have still made it and you are listening to this. And personally, I am grateful to you. So no pressure to turn on the camera, but if you can, turn it on. And the other thing is, I want all of you to be present here, right? Because attention spans are very limited. And if you do not focus for even 1 minute or half a minute, or you might miss something which you don't want to miss, I can tell you. And I want all of you to be present and think that you are awesome. Think what?
We are awesome.
Not say.
We are awesome.
Not say. Think. I didn't ask you to say it. It's just think. Just think through it. Right? So what you have to do? Not say, but think you are awesome. Yes. Those of you who watch Kapil Sharma's reels might have seen this one. It's funny act which is played in that one. I am not very good at acting, but I tried my hands. As I said, failures, mistakes are still good. Scars are beautiful. On that note, we start with today's session. And first, for the benefit of the guests, let me share with you the structure of a Toastmasters meeting, the way it works. So, any typical Toastmasters meeting has 3 sections. Section 1 is what we call prepared speeches. In this section, as the name suggests, the people have prepared, the Toastmasters have prepared their content in advance, and they will come and present their speech on the stage. We have two amazing speeches lined up today for all of you. Second up is what we call table topic session. And table topic session is about impromptu speak. And here, all of us can participate. So our table topic master, today table topic master is Master Harsh. So he'll invite you one by one to the stage, give you a topic, and you have to speak for about 1 to 2 minutes. Of course, more details will be shared when you come on the stage. And last but not the least is what we call general evaluation section. And today, general evaluator is a generous evaluator. Let's give a huge round of applause. Invite our general evaluator, Toastmaster Anurag, today. Stage yours.
Thank you so much. It is said, feedback is the breakfast of the champions. Very generic statement, right? So today I have the privilege of being the general evaluator. Definitely we'll be going to have a lot of fun when we are having a host like Toastmaster Ashish. But I will also make ensure we have the learning and growth out of it. As a general evaluator, my role is very simple: to observe, to listen, and to highlight what all our strengths. We will celebrate it together. But at the same time, we have to look into the opportunities where we can grow and we can come up in the subsequent meetings with them. With me, my evaluation team will ensure when you step out today, you feel a little better with what you walked in. So with me, I think timer role is in which
No, cremated. So guest Harshvardhan is the cremated.
Okay, so as my tag team, first of all, I would like to call on stage the timer of the day, Toastmaster Harshvardhan. Toastmaster Rajvardhan.
Cremated.
Oh,
Cremated is guest Harshvardhan.
timer is who?
Timer is Vibhanshu.
Oh, let me call first on the stage the grammarian of the day, guest Harshvardhan.
Timer.
Who is timer?
Vibhanshu is not joining me. Can anyone else?
Thanks.
Always.
Good morning, hello, Mr. Sangat. So today I'm your grammarian for today's meeting. So to make our speeches more expressive, I'll share today's word of the day and item of the day. The word will help us more precise, while the item will add flavor and impact to our communication. Will you tell the word?
Yeah, and you can either write it or put it on the chat.
So word of the day is epiphany. So the meaning of epiphany is a sudden realization. We can make a sentence like, during her speech, she had an epiphany about the power of storytelling. Okay. So second, the phrase of the day is break the ice. So the meaning is to do or say something that make people feel more comfortable. So the sentence could be, the humorous introduction helped the speaker break the ice with the audience. So these are the today's word and items, and let's use them in our speeches to make it more expressive. And okay.
Okay, thank you so much. So I will request them, please also put them on the channel. And you can put up there on the whiteboard as well. Now let's me call on the stage the second member of the top tag team or counter, Toastmaster Pritish.
As a timer for the prepared speeches and impromptu table topics, I shall be raising my cards. The prepared speakers may take note. At 3 minutes, I shall be raising out my green card. At 4 minutes, I shall be raising out the yellow card. At 5 minutes, I shall be raising out the red card. For the table topics, it's 1 to 2 minutes. So when the 1 minute arrives, I shall be raising out green. When 1 minute 30 seconds, we reach at 1 minute 30 seconds, I shall be raising out yellow. And at the stage of 2 minutes, I shall be raising out the red card. That's all at mine, and at the end, I'll provide the detailed report.
Now it's turn to come up the last member of the tag team, the R counter.
I'll just give a brief. So the purpose of our counter is to take notes of the words and sounds, mainly the pause, filler words, the crutch words by anyone who speaks. So I'll listen. I'll listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including per. I'll also note when a speaker repeats a word or a phrase, such as I, or this means, this means. At the end of the meeting, I'll provide a report, which will contain the number of time that each speaker has used these expressions. Just to give an example how it goes. Do you know मैं तेनू कितना प्यार करदा? Do you know मैं तेरे कितना मरदा? So Punjabi is not allowed, even you know is not allowed.
So Toastmaster teach today will be having the dual responsibilities of both the timer as well as the R counter. But seeing his caliber, he can definitely justify both the role in the single meeting. So with this, I would like to hand over the stage back to our radiant team out of the day, Toastmaster Ashish.
Let's give a round of applause to the general Eloquent whose team for the amazing. Do you know? That was not a filler, by the way. All right. So, are you ready for Epiphany? Friends. Nobody's ready. Grammarians. Nobody's ready for Epiphany today. All right. So what we have to do is anybody who is using the word of the day, you all are present in the meeting, right? You have to think that you are present in the meeting, not say, but really think, right? So for us to be present, for an evidence to be present, one evidence of your presence is whenever somebody has used the word or the phrase in the day, we are supposed to do what? Give a thumbs up. Online audience, you could give a physical thumbs up or a virtual thumbs up as well will work, right? And that is to encourage the speaker and also to show your presence. In grammarian, incrementally we'll be noting those who are not giving the thumbs of the day, which means maybe they are somewhere else. All right. We all know, and Mr. Amitabh Bachchan's son has told us that one idea can change our life. Not why. Now, one idea, and it's so true, sometimes we struggle so much for silly things, and suddenly one epiphany, and the life. I saw 3-4 hands, but I'm giving it this time to all of you, and virtual audience, I saw fewer. Oh, Jerry has brought up. Thank you so much. Yes, so let's be here and present, and I can guarantee after 2 hours, you will definitely not have any regret that you were present in this particular meeting fully. So with regard to the part of
There was one thing, actually by mistake I said 3 to 5 minutes. The prepared speech, it is 5 to 7 minutes. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No worries. Thank you so much for that correction. Now, with regard to the ideas, the piece on how we work in our Toastmasters journey. Those of you who are already Toastmasters would have experienced a lot of things. Right? We see how we select a pathway, then how we progress on to step by step in order to bring up. And today we have with us our area director, Toastmaster Sharad. Let's give him a round of applause first. Sharad, I'm going to come to you the first in a minute, so you could collect your thoughts. That what are your tips and tricks which you want to share with the audience? But when it comes to the tips and tricks, right? So once those ideas are shared with us, suddenly becomes so easy. And it would have happened to all. Yes? Now, be here with me. And I'm going to say a statement, and you have to think through, is it applicable to you or not? If it's applicable to you, you have to raise your hand. Clear? All of you clear? Online audience clear? If this statement which I am saying applicable to you, if it is not applicable to you, keep your hand down. If it's applicable to you, raise your hand. Rules are clear? Okay, let's play this small game. Whenever I stand up to speak on the stage, my heart starts racing. My brain stop working.
Keep your hands up.
Keep your hands up. It's continuously applicable to you. Right? Somehow I feel when I look at others, they are more confident. Somehow I feel that they are relatively more confident. And somehow when I go on the stage, I feel underconfident. I feel I am having more butterflies in the stomach. When I look at others, I keep wondering how they are able to speak so well. 70% of you are raising your hands. Who are others? And this is one dilemma. You can put down your hands. This is one dilemma which we all have in Toastmasters. Each one of us is thinking, others are better. You know, दूसरों की शर्ट मेरी शर्ट से सफेद कैसे? And that dilemma is really something which creates a huge trouble in our journey because it does not allow us to come on the stage often. It brings down our confidence. And Arthur Ashe says, confidence is biggest predictor of success. And this thinking that oh, me, others seems to be better. You know, they are more confident. They are able to do, but I am not able. And everyone is thinking like that. But one important realization, epiphany today is, okay, thank you. One important epiphany today is that internally you will feel less confident as compared to how you are seen by others. So what is very important, and one of the things which I personally learned is to watch your recording. When I joined this club, we didn't used to have this recording on YouTube Live, etc. That you see now. Now all our meetings are recorded there. And that's one thing which I had personally put my energy on and started. Because to me it was very important to watch myself that how confident I was looking. Right? And so therefore, observing yourself, and I think Pratish also, I saw his video, he has spoken about that if you are observing yourself on the video, that helps you to know better as compared to what you're feeling inside. Because inside, you will always be feeling a little nervous as you speak. This is universal. This is not about you all. And I recently read a very interesting book called How a Confident Mind. And that book says that whenever we are doing something very important, we feel nervous because our body is getting charged up to do its best. So that nervousness is actually the incremental energy which is triggered by the body that yes, now is the time has come and I have to deliver my best. Of course, as you go again and again and again, you start becoming good. Right? So on that note, first let's invite Toastmaster Sharad to share his tips and tricks with all of us. Yes, Sharad.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish.
Yes.
So, I've been asked this question a week before, but I couldn't submit my answer because I'm thinking when I'm starting to record myself, how can I do it in 1 minute? Not possible. When I try to do it, it would be more than 7 minute speech. So let me share you my story. And timer, sorry, give me some more minutes. I joined Toastmaster 2 years back. And in initial days, it's went like attending meeting or not meeting. I'm not able to catch up with the what's going on actually in the meeting. I'm not very regular, to be frankly speaking. And later on, I thought that I have to do something because down the line 6 months, I'm not able to gather courage to stand up and speak in front of all. So I reach out my mentors and learn how they have progressed and join, take a EC role as a sergeant at arms so that I can be the initiator of the meeting and I have to speak 2 lines. And not only that, I have lived that role. That role helps me in lifting my courage, which is rock bottom to uplift level high, so that I can come to the stage and take part in the table topics or other roles. And not only this, then I took the charge as a president. That also helps me a lot in motivating and boosting my confidence of here in the stage. So these two roles told me that what's my problem is. We must understand what our problem is and what we are facing so that we can work upon it and gather courage and remove our fear of public speaking. It's never be the words that not coming to mind, which I think earlier. It's more about the nervousness or the failure of judgment which I have in my mind that if I go to the stage and I'm unable to perform, what would other people think? So the more you know yourself, the more you are near the solution of it. That would I say that know yourself better. And how could you do it? First of all, coming to the meeting regularly and make this process, your journey, enjoyable, because it's not a 6 month or 3 month process. It's a continuous journey of improvement your public speaking. So you need to continuously putting efforts in it and be sure that you enjoy that process. It should not be like somebody told you to do so within a week or month and you are forced to do so. What happens later on? You would either quit this journey or you do something else and forward about public speaking. So make yourself journey enjoyable and memorable too.
Well, for that enjoyable and memorable short speech. And I think those tips are amazing. And if you really internalize those and think through it, you'll realize there's a lot of merit and that's coming from last 2 years of experience. And I can tell you, I have followed a similar path and I know how much benefit it brings to all of us. On that note, I'm coming to everybody, mind you, of course, we'll take a note of time. And those who could not be covered now, I'm not going to leave you. We'll ask you to record it so that we can post your tips and tricks. The idea is when you think over your tips and tricks and share with everybody, A, you are helping others. B, most importantly, you are helping yourself. That then you can apply more and more regularly and get better. Press the accelerator in your hand. Now let's press the accelerator of our meeting and break the ice for our prepared speakers. I am noting, Ramarian is noting, be present here. Don't say, but be present. All right, now our first speaker today is Toastmaster Prince in bright yellow shirt. And we invite his evaluator, Toastmaster Rashmi, to share the purpose of Toastmaster Prince.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish. So my target speaker, Toastmaster Prince. It's an opportunity for me to evaluate him for the second time. Last time when he delivered the speech, it was really amazing. He did wonders and shared a beautiful story about his personal life. I am so excited to hear what he is about to share in this speech. So a bit about him. He's a strategic sourcing professional who works at a He's a strategic sourcing professional who works at a biotech company. Outside of work, he's passionate about traveling. He travels to offbeat places and he loves to know about the cars, the automotive industry. So if you're planning to buy one, you know who the right person is. So I'm so excited to hear your speech. He is delivering level 1, project 3 from the Pathway Presentation Mastery. And the purpose of his speech is to enhance his vocal variety and body language. So I'm so excited for it and all the best for your speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashish.
Thank you, Rashmi. And we see Toastmaster Prince is already here on the stage. Toastmaster Prince, light drama negotiation, Toastmaster Prince.
Thank you, Timur Ashish Agarwal. So yeah, thank you so much. So let me start. So, fellow Toastmasters, good morning everyone. So have you ever been in a meeting expecting lengthy presentations and strategic discussions, but ended up feeling like you are acting in a Bollywood movie? So that's exactly happened recently during one of my, procurement negotiation. So just for a context, you already know it. So I'm a procurement professional. So I work with a biotech company, and in my role, I deal with big four accounting firms and big three consulting giants. So, and my company is going through a transformation phase, and we are targeting to reduce our consulting spend by 10 to 15%, even without reducing our baseline demand. So, let me start. So, so the boardroom was set, and we had on the one side, we had a big four partner and his team. So perfectly tailored suits and polished presentations and an expression like, we know your business better than you. And on the other side, and Ashish will relate to it. And on the other side, we had my team, armed with benchmarking data, a sourcing strategy, and of course, a lot of copy. So it felt like a scene from a classic cult movie, Sholay. So one side, Gabbar, and on the other, Thakur. So the lead partner, he leaned forward and with a very confident smile and said, "Friends, we are already giving you the best deal. So this is premium. Expertise that you won't get anywhere else." And I was like, I had started expecting some background music, dun 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 dun, and then suddenly, uh, I started to recalling my dialogues, and it was like Mohabbatein movie, Parampara, Pratishtha, and Anushasan. I think I'm missing something. It was transformation, GenAI, and efficiency. I said, I also leaned forward and went, premium. The best proposition is when both parties win. But here only you are winning. Where is your automation play? Where is your GenAI model, which can reduce the human efforts? And because we are not changing, why should we pay that premium old, proposition? Suddenly, the partner, he changed his tone. He leaned forward and said, "Prince," he almost played it like, "Prince, our consultants are working nights and during weekend. So this is best human effort. This is human effort at its best." Once, so I almost said, all is well, don't worry. But procurement is not about sympathy. It is about strategy. And then I smiled, and like a true Bollywood, like a true Bollywood climate, I laid out my trump card on the table. So industry benchmarking data, industry benchmarking firm already reducing 15% by automation. Workflow tools are replacing repetitive efforts. Gen A is, Gen I reducing human effort by half. The entire room was silent. It felt like it is this courtroom theme from a movie called Damini. So when the final piece of evidence was revealed. And then finally, the part was settled. He leaned back and said, while having a fainted smile, "Prince, you have made your point. Let us work through this model again. We will come back to you with a model including automation." So yeah, so finally, the hero won, like a Bollywood movie, but not with a sword, not with a dance numbers, but with a contract that saved millions and a story that ended in transformation. So, Toastmasters, negotiation these days is not all about, negotiating rates and deliverables. And it is not enough to ask how much, but we must also ask how faster, how automated, and how smarter. Because these days, it is the true blockbusters are not happening in a negotiation room. It is a journey of transformation that is following it up. So next time when you are in a tough meeting, remember adding some drama to it and a little data and a touch of Bollywood. And don't just negotiate, but perform. And make sure your speech, make sure your script is worthy of a Bollywood climax. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you for that Bollywood extravaganza, Toastmaster Prince. Now is the time for all of us to share our feedback with Toastmaster Prince. May I request everyone to go to either the Zoom chat or the guest group or the members group, and please convey your thoughts to Toastmaster Prince. And please try and share one or two points that you like and one constructive idea or tip that you can offer. Today, tips. And we have to make sure that tips are given to everybody. Do you all agree? Yes, you're busy, so I take your silence as yes. Online audience, I request you as well, as I welcome Toastmaster Dikshita. Despite her busy schedule, she's made it, and that's really, really appreciated. Toastmaster Dikshita, would you like to go and share your tip next? Is that feasible for you to come on the stage and share? I think she cannot hear us, so no problem. We will try to play through the video. Timer, please help me once. 1.5 minutes is over. I think 1 minute is a little less for this entire process. All right. So we move to now our next speech. And the next speaker, as well as her evaluator, are virtual. May I request now Toastmaster Simran, Toastmaster Nirdusha first, to share the speech objective of Toastmaster Simran. Toastmaster Nirdusha, would you like to come on the stage and share the speech objectives, please, if you can listen up? Toastmaster Nirdusha, are you there?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Stage is yours. Kindly share the speech objectives.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashik and Toastmaster Simran. Am I visible?
Not visible, but audible. You can go ahead, no problem. You are now visible as well. Excellent.
Hi, everyone. Today, we're going to have a great speech by Toastmaster Simran. And
Hello. I think we have lost her. So what we will do, we'll try to play this one video till the time Toastmaster Nirdusha comes back. Okay. And let's see what Toastmaster Dikshita has to share with us with regard to her tips and tricks from Toastmasters.
Sometimes, joining Toastmasters in the year 2024 was just like ticking a box, something to be feel proud at that year. But Eloquent Toastmasters changed everything. What started as a short-term goal has become the journey of my transformation. Here I am, working not only on my public speaking skills as well as sharpening my leadership skills. Sometimes, what might start as a sprint might end up becoming the pursuit of your happiness. Thank you.
Yep, let's give a round of applause to her. The amazing message. Indeed, what might start as a very short sprint might turn out. When I joined Toastmasters,
Do you know the best way to learn and grow?
when I joined Toastmasters, after 3 odd months, I joined in January. If you join in January, you have to pay in March. I was thinking, should I renew in March? Like everybody, what is it? Am I really growing? What's happening? Then I thought, okay, let's renew for one more term, and that's it. That was the vision, long term, right? One more term. And it's been 5 years now, and I don't think I have any plan of going away from Toastmasters till I'm alive. So let's hear then next the thought from Toastmaster Ayushi, one of the veteran of our.
You know the best way to learn and grow is to keep coming back over and over and over again. Eloquent Toastmasters is my place where I come back over and over again to improve my public speaking and leadership skills. I get to speak in front of an audience who are not only supportive but encouraging as well. I get evaluations, I get a chance to practice my impromptu speaking. This has not only been helpful to me to learn as a Toastmaster and grow as a Toastmaster, but even in the outside world, when I have to speak in front of my boss and his senior team, it helps me because I have already done that in a Toastmasters meeting. Do you want to improve your speaking skills and leadership skills? Come back here over and over again because this is a place that will help you grow into a better speaker and a leader.
So the message from Toastmaster Ayushi, and for benefit of all of you, Ayushi has represented us in division contest, and I think she came number 3 in the division contest, if I am not mistaken. And she's a wonderful speaker. She's represented the club both in the speech contests as well as table topic contests, and grown leaps and bounds in many years, and helping many other Toastmasters as well to learn. So these are couple of messages which people have shared with us virtual. I see Nirdusha has joined back now. Nirdusha, would you like to take the stage now and share the speech objectives? You're on mute, please, if you can unmute yourself. You're on mute, Nirdusha. Yeah, you are on still mute. I'm not sure why. Ask to unmute. Okay, see whether a message is coming for you.
Can I proceed now?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish and Toastmaster Simran. And this is the first time I'm going to listen to her speech. And her pathway is presentation mastery, and purpose of a speech is understanding the communication style, the different styles that she's going to try out in this speech. And I'm going to find out what's her communication style. And her level is level 2 and pathway 1. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashish.
Muted me. Okay. All right. But the trouble is Nirdisha is gone again. So Toastmaster Simran, you'll have to wait a tad bit longer. Till the time we can do your audio video check. I think you are properly visible and looking very bright and such a smile before the start of the speech. Tell me the secret later. Yeah, can you say a sentence so we can see whether we can hear you properly or not?
Hello, everyone.
Yes, loud and clear. So may I request the journal evaluator as well to take note on the speech of Toastmaster Simran because Nirdusha is going off and on. She might not be able to evaluate if the connection goes on. So if you are taking a note, that will be used. Okay. Yes, I think we'll start in the interest of time. I think we should start now. We should start in the interest of time. Toastmaster Simran, we are spotlighting you. Just give me a bit. Yeah. Okay. Toastmaster Simran, 5 years, one frequency. 5 years, one frequency. Toastmaster Simran.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. They say being the eldest child means you are half parent, half bodyguard, and a full-time scapegoat. And trust me, I'm all three. But the one role I never expected was discovering my communication style through my sister. Not the kind where I shout orders or make quick decisions. Mine is different, calmer, slower, more about reassuring than directing. And no one has helped me discover this more than my sister. She's 5 years younger than me, but she's the Einstein of our house. At just 10, she solved permutation and combination problems orally, while I was still trying to make sense of the question. And in that moment, all I felt was pride. I just wanted to be the person cheering for her. Fast forward a few years, she was preparing for a declamation competition. The night before, she came to me and whispered, Didi, I don't think I can do this. What if I forget everything? Now, many people might give pep talks. Come on, you can do this. Be brave. But that's not me. I simply sat beside her. I let her speak her fears out. And then I told her, relax. Even if you forget everything, nothing changes. You're still amazing. Her shoulders slowly relaxed. Her breathing slowed. The next day, she stood on the stage and not only remembered her piece, but spoke with confidence and beauty. In that small moment, I saw how I truly connect by listening, by reassuring. I don't push from the front. I stand by the side, giving space, time, and calm. But being supportive doesn't always look perfect. One afternoon, it was just me, my sister, and our cousins. We were on a secret snack hunt, searching for the chocolates my mom had hidden in my closet. As I opened the closet door, boom, my sister smacked her head. Within seconds, there were tears in her eyes and a bump forming on her forehead. I panicked. I didn't know what to do. So I grabbed an ice pack, but the swelling only grew bigger. Now here's the best part. My sister had bangs. So, in true elder sister fashion, I thought, why not use them as a cover up? So, we carefully adjusted her bangs to hide her bum and decided to act normal. For a while, it actually worked. But the next morning, when my mom was combing her hair, the secret was out. The bangs had failed us. And along with the bum came my confession. Today, we laugh about it. But back then, I wasn't laughing. I just wanted to protect her. Even if my support meant a very creative but failed attempt at hairstyling. Through these moments, I discovered my communication style. I'm a supportive communicator. I may not be the loudest voice in the room. I may not be the one making bold snap decisions, but I am the steady presence, the listener, the reassurer. We are 5 years apart, but somehow we're always in one frequency. Whether it's cheering her on before a competition or panicking with an ice pack and a hairstyle trick, my ways of connecting has always been about being there no matter what. And that's the beauty of communication styles. They don't all look the same. Some are bold, some are commanding. Mine is quieter, steadier, supportive. Because when you truly care, you don't have to be in the front or behind. Sometimes the best place to be is right beside. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
So give that round of applause again, please, because you have helped me. What a lovely message, Toastmaster Simran. Yes, sometimes you have to be just beside the person in order to make the person feel calmer. Let's take now a minute and a half to give the feedbacks, and let's remember to share what you liked and one tip that you can offer. So I've turned everybody into a waiters today, but all right, that's not a right. Yeah, you see, tip is only for the waiters. It's not. We are proving it wrong today. Can you please share once, one and a half? All right, so Toastmaster Sigran, thank you so much for that lovely message. Since I realized I have not shared tips with both of you, it's important for me to share as well. I thought I loved your message. One tip, which from my experience I can share with all of you, this is, I wish I could have charged money for it because this really is worth it. Are you ready to pay? All right, it's not going to cost money. And this I realized in my contests. And the tip is as follows. Just prior to giving your speech, if you have something sugar, it gives the extra energy to your brain so that your brain will not forget the content midway into it, right? So what I started doing, I'll have either a banana or something which doesn't upset your stomach either, but gives that energy, gives that sugar to your body, spike of the energy at that moment in order to deliver your best. And it helps you to be relaxed. That's one. Second, stand and deliver. right? And there are studies which you can Google, I will not labor you with that. That once you're standing, your body is more in active position to deliver your best, especially the speeches. So therefore, you would see that majority of the speakers, good speakers, stand and deliver, right? Prime Minister Modi also stand and deliver, right? And therefore, he can as well deliver sitting, right? There is no infrastructural issue that chair cannot be arranged for him. But the reason is that when you are standing and delivering, the impact of your speech will be very different from what you are sitting and delivering. And this you will not realize, but your audience will. So in short, do everything that work with you to bring your energy level at the best at that moment. So for some people, for instance, it might not work. They might feel much more nervous standing. It can happen because all of us are different, right? So one tip which worked for me might not work exactly as it is for you. So therefore, short point, have the best of your energy when you are giving a speech, and you will realize that speech which you will give, the impact of it will be significantly better as compared to what you do.
I want to share one thing. So basically,
and if somebody could record on the video, that would be very good. Yes, no, it's impromptu. Yes, Pradesh, if you could help me to record Toastmasters Rashmi's one tip, that will be very useful. Yeah.
It's already getting recorded.
It's already happened. Okay, good.
So as you said that whenever you stand and deliver something, it creates more impact on our speech. But I have incorporated this beyond Toastmaster. So I've incorporated this in my career and professional life as well. So whenever I'm working, so if I have to come on a client call or if I have to deliver something important to my internal team or I'm working on something really important based on strategy, so I usually stand and then I walk. Whenever I have to lead the call, present something, I always stand up. And so I have spent some huge amount of money in my table and I've taken that height adjustable table. So that has actually helped me a lot and it's an investment in my professional career. That whenever I stand and deliver, it feels like I'm taking charge of something. I'm the owner and then I'm delivering. So that has worked for me in my professional career. So,
thanks so much. Wow, such a good epiphany happening over there. Okay, grammarian, you're going to have fun today. Yes.
Yeah. I'm also having one or two hacks that I'm starting using very sensitive.
Someone help me record it, please.
It's worth to share with all of you.
100%.
One of them is very typically making you might be doing, and most of you might be doing. The breathing plays a very critical role over here. So whenever you are coming for your speech, just to have your breathing rhythm is very proper. I'm not sure how many of you are doing some pranayama activity, but if you are not doing it, apart from the health benefits, it will also give clarity to your speech. Just try to make it part of your life. That is number one. Number second, I was going through, okay, it's enough. I can come to the stage, I can have few conversations, but how I can work on my voice as a next step. Just like our Ashish, he's having very powerful voice, and we hear some of the speakers who can speak very confidently, and their voice has certain weightage, right? Otherwise, generally we have a thin or lean voice. So how I can have a deep voice whenever I'm speaking over here? The quick hack at heard what our Bollywood personalities also used to do it. We can keep this finger, it's not sanitized right now in there, and then you can speak. Your tongue should be on the bottom side only. And if you are rehearsing something, then you can see just after doing 10-15 minutes and then speak out, you will see the difference. Just like when I did my last speech now, for example, how many of you believe that when you're speaking just like you will see the pitch will automatically go up? But again, the consistency plays a role. It's not once or twice. You have to do it consistently. Then after 2-3 months, you will see the results out of it. I have also started. I have not reached to that state, but in person, I feel it quite effective. And third and the last one, if you want clarity in your voice, you do not fumble out at the stage when you are. Please make ensure you are, practicing some certain tongue twisters. I scream, you scream, we all scream for the ice cream. Peter Piper. So just like this, anyone, if you hear it, just practice it, rehearse it 7 times. Then even if it's a difficult word coming out on the stage, you will see it's just like Ashish told. Even if certain nervousness is there, but if as long as it is not reflecting you, you are not able to judge it, it's perfectly fine. So the more you practice these 3 hacks, now you will see the more your performer will come upstage. So that's what I like. I thought it's not to wow. Thank you. Wow, wonderful. In the guest group, I shared with you one article which I had written about 6 months back. Very much relatable to what Anurag is talking about. So I thought of sharing it. So excellent. Let's keep the atmosphere of tips and tricks going. And as we invite our table topic master on the stage now, and I have one request. Those of you who come on the table topic, after the end of your table topic, just briefly share one tip or trick which you like to offer to everybody, which has worked with you in life, in growth, in Toastmasters. Those of you who are not Toastmasters, for example, time management work best in that. Of course, no elaboration because you don't have time, I understand. If you can do that, that tips and tricks accumulation will keep going today. So, Master Harsh, let's
Toastmaster Ashish, can you please ping your screen?
Sure, I'll do that. Oh yes, I think we are still pinning you. So Toastmaster Simran, you are still the in charge of the thing. All right, I remove the spotlight from you, and yeah, this should work now. Yes, it's okay.
Ashish, I will send you that small.
Yeah, you can open here.
And
You want to open here?
Yes, it's fine. Thank you.
You want to show them or?
like if any online audience wants to participate, maybe.
Yeah, so we can share the screen.
Just keep it handy with you. Physical props also.
First, we can open the presentation. Or what I'll do is you show it like this. I should get open. That's better.
Where is the presentation?
Yeah, here. You show it like this. You show it from here only, it'll be better.
Okay. Great. Good afternoon, everyone again. There is something missing in this meeting. The English word for that missing part is called smile. So please smile, everyone, and pay attention. My name is Harsh, and before moving to the table topic master part, I would also like to share some tips. Although I'm just a beginner in this whole fraternity, but yeah, that worked very well for me. In the icebreaker speech as well. So yeah, the first thing is definitely the camera recording and mirror practice part. I will not double click more onto that. Already a lot of things have been shared related to that. One follow up will be when you are recording yourself, watch it in 2 iterations. First iteration, just don't watch it, just listen to your audio. You will be able to see how is the modulation, filler words, pauses, and etc. And in the second iteration, just watch at your video without audio. This time you will be closely observing your physically how you are doing, your body language, and yeah. And the second thing is write your speech when you're preparing speech, write your speech by your own. Don't use ChatGPT. And this will just erase the part of memorization and forgetting the speech. That will really help you. And third tip will be try to watch really great speakers from Toastmasters. There are a lot of content on YouTube. If you will watch, then your mirror neurons will be activated, and you will start to talk like that. So basically, I and my roommate, we watch Suits, and then that's our dinner ritual. Okay. So we have been doing this consistently. So now we talk in that language, right? Sort of.
The new Harvey Specter.
I wish I was. Yeah, cool. So now coming to the table topic section, I welcome you all to this section. My role as a table topic master is to facilitate this whole segment. So to start with full honesty, I am also really scared of this particular segment. Forget about organizing your thoughts and articulation. Sometimes I'm afraid, what would I say if I don't know anything about this topic? What if I'm clueless? And I remember in my first meeting, when I joined this club as a guest, suddenly this table topic section started. And the table topic master was looking at some scapegoat to okay, who will come? And I was like, I was watching at my phone, pretending that I'm really busy. Just don't call me, I'm busy, like something. I was so scared. And I can totally relate to that feeling. But don't worry, we all are here to learn and grow. So please definitely try. The importance of this particular section is to definitely improve on your impromptu speaking. It helps train members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. As Toastmaster Ashish has already mentioned, everyone can participate, including guests. Uh, yeah. So if you remember my icebreaker speech, I'm a huge fan of Christopher Nolan. So as his movies comes with a lot of twists. Today's table topic section has a lot of twists as well. I'm glad Toastmaster Prince you chose the topic because I feel like this table topic section is sort of a sequel to your speech. Okay, so I will explain. So today I want to focus on one of the most underrated skills that we have never been taught in our school. That is sales and persuasion. It is something that is used by us in our daily life, no matter what role you are in. We often think selling is only for business, but it is used every single day in interviews, when you pitch anything to a client, or even in our daily interaction with family, friends, colleagues. If you can persuade well, many doors open for you. So today, coming to the details, what we will do is we will use props, physical props. So I have my bag treated as Doraemon's pocket. There are a lot of props inside it, and that's a surprise. And for online audiences, I have some images. Okay. So now I'm using the word selling. It does not translate to the meaning that you are selling a commodity. It can be selling an idea as well. Suppose if the prop is an animal, you don't need to sell it. You need to just sell the idea of adoring it, liking it, tell some good things about it. If the images of a place, convince us to visit that place. If there is any food, convince us that this food is good, try it, something like this. Uh, we'll get 2 minutes. Think about feature, benefit. Maybe even a small story is fine. I give you a total flexibility into this because this is something new. I'm trying to innovate this particular segment. So yeah, now to begin, who would be our first volunteer?
Toastmaster Pratish.
Toastmaster Sharaf.
If somebody is uncomfortable, let me just quickly ask some questions that will help me even like get the spectrum of audience. So how many of you are tech savvy? Quick, like tech savvy, like you know tech well.
Little bit.
How many of you are interested into electronic gadgets? Okay. How many of you love animals? How many of you love traveling? Okay, good. Okay, fine. Now I've got an idea. Now anyone can volunteer. I will try to, contextualize the prop according to right.
Sagar will go first.
I'll go first. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, as you mentioned, you like traveling. So your particular prop is this. If you can see it clearly, it's an image from Japan's cherry blossom weather. It is visible.
Yeah.
Okay, you can start.
Okay. I passed out my college in 2005. It's been now almost 20 years since me and my friend passed out from our engineering college. And recently, one of us realized that it is now 20 years and we should plan a trip. So we formed a group and we decided where to go. And, there were like 8 to 10 members who volunteered. Okay, we'll go to this place, that place. Somebody said we should go to Miami. Somebody said we should go to Spain, Thailand, and all. And finally, we have decided that we are going to recreate Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, and we are going to Spain next year. So I can, we are really, really excited. Everybody is, they are suggesting what all we are going to do in Barcelona, what all we'll be doing in Madrid. So we are really excited, and I can relate to this, the pic you have shown, and I'm that. after, just think of, after 20 years, some of them have not met. After engineering, they travel to US, and they hardly come back. So we'll be meeting so many of my friends after so long, and really excited about it. Thank you very much. Over to you, table topic master.
Thanks.
And also, I would like to share the trick which Ashish has mentioned. So, couple of trick, guys. First of all, although I don't myself apply it, but one thing I heard here, Toastmaster Chintan said that if we really wanted to improve faster, we should not just rely only on the Toastmaster meeting. We should do something on a daily basis. So whenever I get time, sometimes, like with the advent of AI, I say that while sleeping, before sleeping, just I say, AI, uh, check my throw me some grammar related questions, or I want to improve my vocabulary, so share me some question that can improve my vocabulary. That is one trick. I think we should not just rely on Toastmaster meeting. Secondly, and also this one, before joining, Eloquent Toastmaster, this we were doing prior to by the previous club when I was in Qatar. So there, sometime we used to have a online quiz at every 7 p.m. So there will be a topic shared on the group, and everybody has to record it and send it to the group back, and somebody will evaluate and share the feedback. But if we are not doing here, maybe what we can do is, if we want to improve our table topics delivery, then we can just choose a random topic, or we can make some random topic and tell your child to give you a slip, right, and try to speak on that topic. And definitely the third one is reviewing your own speech. Last time I delivered a speech here in this club, and I felt like, oh, I did pathetic. It wasn't, but thanks to Ashish and team, since we have the recording on YouTube, when I reviewed that my own speech, and it wasn't that bad. Yeah, so these are my tricks. Thank you, Ashish, for this initiative. Back to you.
Thanks. Those were heavy duty. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sagar.
Just this one request, maybe I think this is disrupting the flow of table topics. So I request you guys can post your tips on the chat, because so that doesn't disrupt the flow of table topics. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Toastmaster Ashish. Now, Japan is a place really like close to my heart, although I've never been there. It's a place on my priority list, like bucket list. Not only to see the beauty of that country, to see how disciplined and resilient people are. Now, also in the table topic, your main motive is just not to share your story. Also, in the end of that particular speech, the audience should be like more bullish about that particular thing. Should like it. You have to convince them that yeah, this is the best particular thing in this particular niche or genre. So now, who will be our next volunteer? Preferably from an offline audience. Okay, if nobody's coming, like I have a trick, like maybe I will spin it. Asha, thanks. Please come. Else. Okay, for you, I will have some physical prop. Let me see what you're looking. Okay. So for you, I have this.
Oh.
Can we change it? But when I see a turtle, I only one thing come into my mind: the race between rabbit and turtle. So it would be a very, story. So interesting prop.
Okay, you work on a like office setup, right? Well, the corporate setup, right?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, let me try. Yeah. So this is. Understanding what's right? Yeah, I know. Yeah. So although I'm a procurement person, but let me try to sell it today. So first of all, I think who all are health conscious?
Health conscious.
Health conscious. I think this is a tool that you should not take it lightly because all Rashmi has also shared the benefits of standing and delivering. So it is one of the tools that we can use that can help us to sit straight, our neck will be straight, and you will be the chances would be less to have a neck pain. And I'm the person who use laptop and phone too much, but in office I have a complete office setup. I have a monitor that I can use, but at home I share my room with my son, so I have a very limited space because he occupies most of the area. That is why I have this one in my room. So whenever I need to work at home on a table, then I use it, and it gives me the same experience whatever I'm getting from a monitor, a big monitor. So yeah, if you are a health conscious person and love your neck, love your posture, then this is the piece I think you should. It is worth considering.
Sold.
How much is this? Yeah, the main motive for bringing this particular prop was definitely what I wanted, and you performed it really well. If you really care about your neck particularly, definitely use this. It is a game changer in the long run. Okay, cool. Now moving to the next volunteer.
Yes, for sure.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So as you are my college friend, I will have to think something is good for you. Let me. What do I have for you? Okay. As you are a guest, I will try to go for an easy thing. I hope you just recognize it.
So for everyone, it's a metro card. So like if you go to office and if you want to go by traveling, either by car or metro. So one thing that may get you delay is like using any traffic services or like a car, I would say. So metro is one thing that would be go to traveling buddy, I would say. Like if you want to go somewhere and do not want to get stuck at any point of a time, metro would be a much more time, like less time consuming. And one benefit of getting a metro card, like you have to pay less and you can directly swap it and go inside the metro. So it's like you don't have to stand in a line to get your tickets. So that is one benefit you can get it. So I would recommend you get this card, and yeah, it also have offers like you can save 20%, I would say, on a daily basis. Not 10%, I would say. I don't know whether yes. But on Saturday, Sunday, you can save up to 20%. So go for it.
So okay. Next volunteer that Rajvarni, then go for the version. Yeah. So for you, I have a special prompt. I don't know. This is something that when we require it, like we become really, really like what to say in tension, in a state of tension. I need it, but in general we ignore it. So this is your prop. I want you to show this to everyone if they can recognize this small piece of metal. Okay. So this is the detector tool. Like whenever you purchase a new phone, so you get it, but at that time we don't have that much importance to this tool, but it have a lot of models. Like I have seen many people putting it in the backside of their phones because I don't know why they are starting switching this SIM cards for I don't know why. But yeah, this is a small thing tool, but have many competitors. Like some of the people using these safety pins also to open their SIM cards. But this is I guess this is the tool that I have. Many times I forgot this tools and I am on a place that I have nothing to open my or changing my SIM cards. And whenever I visit my father's and they start telling me that let's swap our phones and I want to use your phone. So at that time I realized that I have thrown it away, and where I could I don't know where it is. So so this gives an important message to all that we should always give importance to small things that we have thrown it away. So I think that's it.
That's really
The conclusion was, I think, really good. Small things are also required in our life. Yeah. How many of you have experienced it? You really needed this desperately, and just because you didn't have this, you couldn't open your phone and couldn't. Okay. So our next volunteer is guest Prithvi. Okay. Uh, so for you there is no problem. Okay. So for you, you have to sell the idea. Imagine all of us, including offline and online audience, we are your colleague in a random company, and day after tomorrow is Monday. So you have to pitch us to mass that day. Just pitch us that idea, convince us. Toastmaster Harsh, I saw you keep all those props inside. I was assuming you're going to hand me one of those, but I didn't know you had this up your sleeve. So congrats on your part for surprising me. But okay, guys, let's say we are part of XYZ company. And now the prop or the idea that I have to sell is to convince you all to take a break. Now, I'm sure as colleagues of this esteemed company, you've put in a lot of work. As vice president of this company, I would really appreciate if you took some time off for yourself, take a step back, recognize the time you're spending in the company, recognize the time you're spending in your life as a whole. Now, I understand as an executive that delivering on your work is super important, but at the same time, taking a step back and think about your life and bringing the best energy to your work is super important. And for that, I want you all to be very refreshed and recharged when you come back after taking this break. Now, if I think of components of life, work is the major part of it any particular day in our life. The second part is our family, of course. Now, I've seen many of you ignoring the time that you give to your family. Maybe you're not giving sufficient enough time for your family. Take that time back. I want you to spend quality time with your family. Take back time for your health. I know most of you all are focusing a lot on the deliverables, but I would like to ask you to take a step back and give out time for the activities that you had, for the sports events that you had, for focusing on your health and diet. Now, finally, take out time for your fun, right? Now, again, life is not all about work. I want you to really enjoy coming to office each and every day, and you'll only enjoy it if you are having fun in the non-work aspects of your life, right? So take out time for your fun, and I would definitely not cut your salaries even if you mass bunk on Monday. So you're all free to take a leave. Thank you. Check it. Yeah. Puneet, you want to go for the next one?
Yep, sure.
Okay. So for you, okay. Please tell me if you're able to see it. Uh, so yeah, for you the prop is this. Can you recognize this image?
Is this something edible?
Yeah, it is basically pani puri. It is golgappa.
Okay, okay.
Over to you.
All right. How many of you are health conscious? Raise your hand. Nowadays, what we feel is that we have to be perfectly uh, follow a diet so that we don't gain unnecessary weight. We want to cope up with our busy lives. But at the same time, we should also realize that sometimes cheat days are also very important in our life. We should we should not stick to a perfectly balanced or perfectly fine diet every day. We should also have some cheat days and have things like pani puri or golgappas. So this is the pani puri which our restaurant offers. Has many varieties, many flavors which you can have. On on weekends we also give a discount so that you also uh, feel motivated to have these, and for a day at least in a week or a month, and stay away from your perfectly balanced diet. And along with this, we have a lot of other options which you can have along with it. I think that is something which I can think about pani puris. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Puneet. And that brings us to the end of this session. Over to you, Master Ashish. Thank you a lot, everyone.
Thanks so much. Let's give a round of applause to everyone who gave a lovely session. And as the time is running fast, we only have one person now, time for one person to share their tips and tricks. And may I invite Toastmaster Simran? She is actually volunteer. If Simran, you are there, you could quickly share it. And thereafter, Prince has also raised his hand, so you could come here. But first, Toastmaster Simran, the stage is yours. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. So, my journey in Eloquent Toastmaster has been amazing so far. But in my very first few Toastmaster sessions, I honestly felt a little out of place. Everyone was talking about finance, lives, wives, careers, and as an 18-year-old, I couldn't really connect. I would zone out every 10 minutes. And after the session, I told my father, I don't think this is for me. But he just smiled and said, give it a month and then tell me what you think. And I'm glad I listened to him because soon after, once I started participating more, something changed. I began to enjoy it. So, one trick that helped me to accelerate my journey was simply saying yes to the roles: timer, accounter, grammarian. Even when I didn't feel ready, I tried. And each role made me feel a little more confident and made me feel like I belonged here. And before I end, I want to say a big thank you to Toastmaster Sharad and Toastmaster Dikshita, who were always there to guide me, encourage me, and remind me why this journey is worth it. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Simran. That was so lovely. Indeed, yes, you are amongst people who are sick of their dash dash dash, and therefore kept talking about it. Yeah, we have Toastmaster Prince who want to share his story. And that was a lighter note. None of us is sick, by the way. Yeah, but thanks for sharing that. That was lovely. Yes, over to you, Toastmaster. That is last, and then we move to the.
So yeah, hello everyone. So yeah, I started my Toastmaster journey, I believe, 4 months back. And initially I wasn't quite regular, but yeah, a couple of things I learned I learned over this journey. And this is not going to be an epiphany, but these are very generic things. Like first, if you want to talk, if you ask somebody like what are the two things that can improve your communication skill, the person would say, talk to mirror, speak in front of mirror. Second, speak aloud, read aloud. So I knew these things, but I was not practicing them. But then when I joined Toastmasters, and I got the same tips and tricks from the fellow members. But it was a do or die situation. If I have to I have to make best out of this session, then I have to use them. Then I slowly and gradually started them. I cannot use mirror because that is my mirror. My mirror at home is registered into my wife's name. I cannot use that. But instead of that, I'm recording. I started recording myself. That recording is giving me an opportunity to basically understand what exactly I'm speaking, how I'm speaking, and what is my overall body language. And you are the best evaluator of yourself. Before anyone else hear you or see you, I think before that you can see yourself and you evaluate yourself and improve yourself. Second thing, read aloud. Because when it comes to communication skills, English is a global language, and it is not our mother tongue. So it takes time to our tongue to get used to this language. So if you want to get used to this language, as Anurag mentioned, use some tongue twisters or read aloud. It will train your tongue and give you confidence to deliver. So yeah, these are the couple of tips and tips I wanted to share with the entire population.
Thank you so much for that. That was lovely indeed, and thanks for that. I want to end with the quote of one of the ex-Toastmasters president, Helen Bankart. And what Helen said is that the worst speech you will ever give will still be better. Sorry, the worst speech that you will never give will still be better. Okay, see that. The worst speech you will ever give, worst speech that you will ever give will still be better than the best speech that you will never give. Means what? It is still better to give your worst speech rather than keep thinking about your best speech. Right? And I have posted on the guest group some of the learnings or some of the takeaways from one of the Toastmasters champion called Darren LaCroix. And he's also summarized it very, very nicely. I recommend you to go through that video. But on that happy note, let's commit to change our life. Okay, to change our life and hand over the stage to general evaluator to help us. How can we change our Toastmasters training for the title? Let's give it a applause.
Thank you so much. So let's start with the speech evaluator. Let me call on the stage the first evaluator one for the speaker number one, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anurag. Drama, data, and Bollywood. The three amazing keywords used by Toastmaster Prince, which actually resonated and tied up with the entire content and story that he shared throughout his speech. He shared a very great message towards the end of the speech that was don't just negotiate, just perform. Don't just negotiate, just perform. And indeed, you performed really well by adding the Bollywood drama to the most common instance that we all experience in our day-to-day lives. So I really loved how you added the flavor of Bollywood drama, which actually connected with each one of us. You thought about the audience. You knew that what kind of content they would be interested in, and by sharing the corporate story of your life, you actually made the story to the next level. So I really loved that. Secondly, you just not added the Bollywood dialogues, you added it at the right moment, which actually added a lot of humor to the normal content that you shared and helped us imagine and live in that particular situation. So kudos to you for that. Secondly, purpose of your speech was to enhance your body language, right? So I felt that the last speech that you shared, I think there's a huge difference because there were a lot of instances where when you were talking about Gabbar, you actually acted like a Gabbar and you used your hand gestures really well to show us that feeling for that moment. Secondly, when you added other Bollywood dialogues and the moment when you were stuck in the meeting and the moment when you actually bounced back and showed that you performed really well. So those moments were really presented well. The body language was great. And talking about the third thing that I liked about your speech was the structure. You started with a question which drew everyone's attention. Then you shared the story. with different phases of the life and how you were stuck to a particular situation and how you conquered that and learned something out of that. And lastly, you shared that message with everyone. So the structure was really well. One small feedback for you. So you were delivering the entire speech by standing here only, right? So you shared different instances of your life. Let's say if you were delivering the speech, or if you are talking about your boss or the audience, you can give a place or position to that speaker, to that particular person from your speech. Let's say whenever you talk about your boss, you can be here and maybe tweak your voice a little bit to add more flavor to your content. And whenever you are talking about yourself or the moment when you were stuck, when you were feeling sad, or when you were hesitative, you can add that feeling to it. You can play with your vocal variety and add more emphasis to it, right? So, but overall, loved your speech, loved the content, the message, and especially the Bollywood drama that you shared throughout your speech. I actually enjoyed it. So, all the best for your next speech. I'm totally looking forward to it. And congratulations for delivering the third speech.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Which can deliver, we can, no, not sure the Dusha is not delivering.
Maybe it's not delivered. So let's have the speech evaluation for the speaker number 2. Toastmaster Simran. Nirdusha is not there, so but I will be able to, note down few pointers here. Speaker number 2. Calmer, slower, standing beside. Your words were exactly matching your facial expressions. Throughout the speech, I find out you were smiling. Your contents looked very soothing to me. So it was just like a sort of resonance. I think someone right? Nirdusha has joined. Okay, you go. You go ahead.
The network is patchy.
Okay. So on the delivery side, I figured it out. The speech was very, it was very smooth. Wherever the required passes were required, it was there. You stopped it and then you jumped to the next point of view, and your hand movement was also there. Even though you were giving your speech, while sitting there, but some sort of actions were still visible from the virtual point of view. Content wise, how you basically took up the small incident with your sister and how you elaborated it, and how basically this helped you to figure out your own, speech style. Being a sportive communicator, that was, very well, I think you have portrayed it. Only one small recommendation for you, even though you are in virtual setup, if you can give your speech while standing, your hand gestures will be fully visible to the audience, and it will definitely take your speech to a little better level. But overall, it was good speech considering you are just a student, you are just started off your life in Toastmasters. So I'm just saying, when you reach your 5 years of life, where you will be. So thank you once again and best of luck for your next speech. Now it's time to call the tag team members to share their reports. So first of all, I would like to call on stage the timer of the day. Toastmaster Prince to give his report.
So for the prepared speech, Toastmaster Prince took 6 minutes 48 seconds. Toastmaster Simran took 4 minutes 26 seconds. For the table topics, Toastmaster Sagar took 1 minute 35 seconds. For the table topics, Toastmaster Prince took 1 minute 20 seconds. Toastmaster Rajvardhan, guest Rajvardhan took 1 minute 21 seconds. Guest Prithvi took 2 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Puneet took 1 minute 20 seconds. And for the evaluation part, Toastmaster Rashmi took 3 minutes 29 seconds. Toastmaster Anurag took 2 minutes 40 seconds.
Thank you. So I would request you please be on the stage only. So let me recall again the counter of the day, Toastmaster Prince. Pritish, then.
So the first speaker, Toastmaster Prince mentioned you know 6 times, 13 times, and 8 times, so 5 times, repeated phrases 16 times. Toastmaster Simran mentioned but once, you know once. Toastmaster Sagar mentioned 3 times and 2 times, you know 2 times, repeated phrase twice. For the table topics, Toastmaster Prince mentioned thrice and thrice, repeated word 5 times. Guest Gopal mentioned like 5 times and thrice. Guest Rajvardhan mentioned 5 times, so 3 times. Guest Prithvi mentioned repeated phrase twice and 2 times. Toastmaster Puneet mentioned 5 times, repeated phrase once. That's about it.
Thank you so much. So it's very difficult to have the dual roles, and both these roles make sure consistently you need to be alert so that you don't skip any part of it. So now let me call on stage the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Rajwal. So thank you.
So, how does it feel like you are doing the role like grammarian? So I am here, and it is not like a bad process. It was not easy for me. So yeah, first is Toastmaster Ashish. He used well structured use of words like word epiphany and a phrase also. And second is Mr. Sharad. So he used one sentence like for improvement of public speaking. You can say it like that for improving your public speaking. And he also not used the today's word epiphany. Second is Toastmaster Rashmi. He used a word like resonated. Okay, and which means I think to make a deep sounded continuous for a long time. Second, Toastmaster Prince used a word like lean forwarded. You can use it like leans forwarded for using and for many times. So. And he also not used the word which is epiphany. Okay. And Toastmaster Anurag. And it took me a lot of practice to synchronize the speed. So
I need to slow down.
Yeah, no. So second is Mr. Sagar. So he used like we don't meet for 2 years, but you can also say that we are not meet since 2 years. This is my role for grammarian, and I want to share one thing that it is not a easy task. It's not like a bed of roses. So for me, but I have done. I think I've done that I can do. But I want to share something that you can also take a part in these type of roles, which will improve your confidence as well. And this is my third meeting, and I have taken two roles. In my last meeting, I have timer, and in this I have grammarian. And yeah, at last, this is an amazing role. You have to take grammarian counters. Thank you.
Now it's time for my evaluation. First of all, I would like to thank our area director for coming here because I'm seeing him very first time once he was elevated to that position. Secondly, today I reached for this meeting around 15 minutes ahead of the time because I want to have a cup of coffee with high sugar to keep my dopamine effect on the high, as he's told, to give my best performance here. So what I noticed here, I was there around 1:15. A couple of folks were already there. I think Rashmi was there, and they were just setting here, the infrastructure setup. The good point that I realized last time we had a lot of chaos with respect to technical glitch. The team was very curious, and this time they make ensure they are ahead of the time. If we have any such issues, it should be resolved before the meeting. And well done, we didn't find any technical glitch, apart from some network issues that can't do anything for it. Now let's start for the presiding officer or the one who has assumed that role. She welcomed the audience very well, introduced guests, and little bit she introduced who was the Toastmaster of the month. What was supposed to be the initial speech, she covered all the aspects of that, and she gave equal opportunity to all the guests to come over here and to introduce themselves. Well done job there. And I think now you're filling in the shoes for some higher role in the coming months. Team out of the day, what to say? Full of energy, enthusiastic. Have you ever seen someone comes with something and now every one of us is so energetic to share our hacks, which is helping us? I have never seen. So your radiant, your energy is now spreading across, even across the virtual audience. And I think some of them even ping you that they also want to share the hacks. That really reflects your persona about it. Then audience engagement, smooth transition from one to here. Nothing as such, I would say you keep coming up with these new things. So that really energizes all of us and to give our best as well. So that creates that aura I felt today. And I think each one of you can resonate with that. Well done job. Now let's go to that evaluator number 1 first. She started with the quote from the speech title over here. Positive impacts were highlighted. It was very constructive in nature over there. And the good part that I observed it when she was telling about, the body language, she doesn't compare it to the best one. She just compared with your last speech. That's how the progression happens. Sometimes we have seen the best speaker that is in our mind and we just try to compare it to respect it. But she did it with the last time. That was well done. And she, I think, used the CDC approach. Well done. Commendations and then certain recommendations and suggestions. And then again, she closed it well on the positive note side of it. Evaluator 2, I was there and all folks are there, the best judge here. Amazing. Even though I cannot note down all the points over there, so whatever I can capture, I have shared with them. The speech was well delivered by Simran once again. I would like to start. Now let's go back to our tag team. First of all, the timer of the day. Both the role was played by Toastmaster Prince. It's very sorry. It was very difficult because both these gains a lot of attention and to be attentive to the your attention span should be very high on a very high level. It was good. Only thing is, if going forward, we can if we can do something on the spreadsheet. I know the infrastructure was not in place, so that if you show the screen, it retains in your mind for a longer period. Rather than you call out, we definitely were listening it, but on the spreadsheet, if you show the screen, it retains there for a time period. On the R counter side, again, it was good. You noted we have noted everyone's R counter, but where the problem was, what needs to be fixed over there. But again, the spreadsheet will do, I think, better justice in that case. Now, grammarian of the day. Yeah. I think you took the role at the last minute only, right? Yeah. So it was good done considering you have just joined our club. Just one suggestion, rather than calling out the good usage and not usage by calling the folks' name, you can just say these were the good usage there and this was not so good, that we need to improvise over here. And the second pointer is, rather than you have some tips that you shared over here, but when initially I introduce you, call you on the stage, if you have something to share with respect to grammarian, how we should take it, you can share at that point of time, not at the evaluation stage time. Here we are just supposed to get the evaluation feedback from you. Anyways, job well done considering you are just starting out. Let's move to the TDM of the day. Something missing, smile. You started with this. Again, you have started your journey very innovative way. You brought up all those props, and that really shows you put a lot of efforts to prepare for this role, and you very well explained to everyone what needs to be done. That was job well done. Just few recommendations. I saw you took a little bit more time to explaining here and there around, but as you come on the stage now, TDM, you can just only introduce your role, what exactly it is, some timing limitation sort of thing. Just restrict that part only. Other things you can share whenever you're coming to the stage for some other purpose. Otherwise, it moves away the main objective out of it. Second one, I think very minor thing I was seeing throughout the day, you were a little bit unbalanced, you were moving, shifting here and there. So that was a little bit acting for me as a distraction. You can just sit at one position or change your position within certain time period, not consistently basically. So that was a little bit acting for me as a distraction point. Other than I would say well done, a lot of preparations, it really shows the kind of props we brought up over here. So I have just noted, I think someone raised last time, we should have a small one-liner evaluation for all those who have to participate in the table topics. Sagar, yes, Sagar is still there. Yes, Sagar is still there. Yes, I know you showed him the picture of some Japan, some natural beauty sort of things. It was good. Immediately seeing him, he mocked up the story as somehow they are planning for Spain and the alumni connect. So that was good, but I want him to little bit relate to it with the some natural scenery part of it, so that it means we are not deviating away from the topic you have given to him. Prince beautifully narrated the prop. You have very well explained being the technical, but I would just say whatever the props come at the very first time, don't ask for the shifting, restrict. That's another challenge that we have to see. If the same things comes again, are we able to make up in some other way? So that's all about the objective of this table topics is all about. Guest Gopal. Yes, very well done. If you have to ensure that you are reaching on time on the destination, not caught up somewhere in the traffic, metro is the best way. And you pointed out few usages, for example, 10% economy is more economical and over the weekends 20%. So well done. Rajvardhan, yes, SIM ejected card. Yeah, it was good. So just I would say a little bit, you can condense your thoughts a little bit just to restrict to the one point because we have very limited time. So we cannot cover up multiple things in that point of time. Puneet is still there. Puneet, yes, I really liked it. You started with the question, you keep yourself restricted with the prop shown to you. You related it with the some health benefits and something. So I really liked it. I think next one was Prithvi. Importance of time, give your best, whatever you do. Yeah, again, just one final suggestion for you. Keep it restricted to only one or two ideas, considering the time is very limited. We cannot take it in multiple directions there. Then who's left? Let me check. I think I have covered pretty much everyone. So thank you once again, everyone, and special thanks to our team out of the day. Really, it was very interesting. I learned a lot. I would really appreciate a lot of facts came over here and that are very relevant. If it is coming from the wider audience, if we can condense it in some page and publish it somewhere for everyone's use, so that we can adopt it and make it our second nature, so that 6 months down the line, I'm not giving a shorter period, we also become a very good speaker. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anurag, for the detailed feedback. You evaluated each one of us, which is really great. And what a wonderful session. I learned a lot in today's session. And I know Toastmaster Anurag has already covered and shared a lot of feedback and good part of the meeting as well as the suggestions. But one thing I really want to share about our team that I feel that whenever he takes up the role, he just delivers beyond the low hanging fruit. He cares so much about each one of us, our journey, that he actually reached out to each one of us to share our tips and tricks. So I think that gave us the opportunity to look back to the day we started. We started learning, we thought that why we joined us. So it actually gave us the opportunity to introspect where we were and where we are right now. So that is a great sign of a commendable leader, I would say. So a big round of applause to Toastmaster Anuj. Okay, so voting link is there in the group, in the guest group as well as the members group. So vote for your favorite role players. Meanwhile, let's have some feedback from the guests. So anyone who would like to volunteer and tell us how did you find the meeting, any suggestion? Guest Gopal, I think you're thinking about something. So I would like to call you first.
So this was a nice, I would say, session, and I got very good tips. I would like to implement that and look for the better. Like it gives us a stage, like a Toastmaster. So we can like if you want to do by ourselves, that would be like an you say
Difficult task.
huh?
Difficult.
Difficult, yes, like approaching that. But this stage like provide us to give a speech to a public, and I think it is a what do you say? It's like a good opportunity for me to come here, and thank you, Hers, for inviting me. So that would be what my feedback. Okay.
I'm glad you could make it and would love to have you as a member.
Okay.
For sure.
I would be.
Okay, guest Prithvi, would you like to give feedback?
Thanks.
Yeah, I think this was a fantastic session. Like overall, it was extremely well organized and well structured, I would say. So each section of each component of it had some learning to be taken away from it. That was excellent. I think there is scope for innovation as every section is a place where you can innovate. Like Harsh, you showed a great way how table topics section could be innovated. Like that, there is scope for innovation in all aspects of the sections, right? So that is fantastic. I think there's a lot of opportunity to learn in all the sections. So that is fantastic. Thank you.
Yes, Harshvardhan.
Okay, so this is my third meeting, and I really enjoyed my past two meetings and this one as well. So for guest, I would share that I have mentioned it back also that you should have to take part in the roles like grammarian and table topics and timer role. So it would improve your confidence and your body language as well. So I have noticed one thing that the environment is amazing, and my confidence is building in each session. This is third session, and I think I've improved a lot. But on a casual note, I just need a feedback from you guys that how it's going and how is there from my first meeting to my third meeting, and I think that's it.
Thank you, guest Rajwardhan. I think you've already taken the first step. So, of course, there's a very long way to go. All right, guest Cherish, we would love to hear from you again. Any feedback for us? Meanwhile, I hope everyone sorry to cut you. Meanwhile, I hope everyone has filled out the voting link form. Yeah. Okay, over to you, guest Cherish.
Hey, hi Rashmi, thank you so much. So it was yet another amazing session that I got the chance to experience. And it was an educational meeting, all thanks to Toastmaster Ashish, and got to learn a lot of new things about life and about wife. So it was a fun experience as well. And yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the evaluation that you people do, that I am not very good at. And Rashmi, Toastmaster Anurag, you were great in doing that, and the entire team, tag members as well. And yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, that's it from my end.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Cherish. Thank you for the handsome feedback. So, without further ado, let's go to the winners. We have 12 responses so far, starting with the best auxiliary role player. That's between Toastmaster Pratish, guest Rajvardhan, and Toastmaster Pratish again. So the winner is our counter Toastmaster Pratish.
Bollywood introduction always best. This body language very.
Okay, so the next is best role player. between Toastmaster Ashish, Toastmaster Harsh, and Toastmaster Anurag. Any guesses, guys?
Toastmaster Ashish.
Okay, it's a tie. Between Toastmaster Ashish and Toastmaster Harsh.
Super.
Right, Gunther?
I think for a clear winner, you can have a arm wrestling. So yes.
Congratulations to both of you. Next is best prepared speech speaker, Toastmaster Simran or Toastmaster Prince. Guesses? That's Toastmaster Simran. Can you please help me? Just a second, we are just setting up the view.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Simran.
Other
Other hand.
Yeah.
Okay, the best table topic speaker. And the winner is our guest Prithvi. And the best evaluator is Toastmaster Rashmi.
General evaluator. She speaks with the honors.
I think we have covered everyone. Okay, thank you so much for taking the time out. It was a wonderful session. Last thing, a quick announcement because it's an important one. How many of you have renewed your membership? Please raise your hand. Okay, so for those of you who haven't renewed it yet, stop thinking so much. Today you have all the answers why you should come back, why this is the right place for you. So do the renewals as soon as possible. And from next month, of course, the charges will increase. And it's not about the charges, I think it's more than that. And for the guests who are considering or planning to join us, from next month, one-time Toastmaster membership will increase. So you can renew today. Now is the best time. Also, we are giving you a great offer from our club's end. So September will be entirely free for you if you renew by this week. Otherwise, you have to pay for the September admin. So it's like instead of paying for 7 months, you'll pay for 6 months. And the membership, one-time membership fee is less for this month. It's $20. From next month, it's going to be 25. So save money and invest in your future. Okay, congratulations everyone. Thank you for all the valuable insights. Let's take a good picture. I think the office can join.
The Rashmi setup today was marvelous.
Thank you to you for all the support.
Ashish, can you please remove the spotlight from me?
Yes. Simran, you are on the spotlight forever now. I think you have to. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Someone can go on. Signal should be listening, take out the wallet and pay the membership fee. Okay.
Gopal, we can't speak.
Yeah, yes, we can.
Yeah, today's August.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, smile.
Super. Done?
Yep.
Done? Super.
Yes, done.